Okay, welcome back to Combat Sports, and today we have Conor McGregor's return, which has been very much speculated for the last couple months, whether he's going to come back for the UFC White House card. But today we have some footage of him sparring a 6'5" PFL fighter, which was quite crazy given, how small McGregor is, and that's not a diss to him, but he is about 5'9", at a max. So comparing to 6'5", he looks like a midget. And we also have videos of him at training, and these videos of him training look like they just look like they've been around for a couple months. It doesn't look like Conor McGregor at the moment. We'll watch the videos, and it just doesn't look like him at the moment. So it can't be recent. So that's what I'm quite skeptical about here. So let's take a quick look. All right, so we have my video here from the other day when I was talking about Conor McGregor sparring this 6'5" PFL fighter. Fortunately, I don't know his name because I'm not interested in PFL. No offense to the guys over there, but Cage Warriors I'm interested in. PFL, I couldn't really care. All right, so let's have a look. Conor McGregor's come out and said he's been sparring a 6'5" MMA fighter, and this has got me thinking, although yes, he might be coming back at some point, although he is sparring some good and tall opponents, like the height difference is crazy, is he the level of most UFC fighters? Because if he's not in the UFC, then he's probably not at the same UFC level that Conor McGregor should be contending for. And this is no dig at the guy, but if Conor McGregor is going to be training, I want to see some serious stuff, not just him trying to look for clicks like he complains about all these other influencers doing when he is the biggest click merchant out there. Conor McGregor's come out. Right, I mean, it's got a pretty decent response anyway. I mean, 297 likes, so I can't be talking that much rubbish because, the people in the UFC are a lot higher of a standard. When you talk about it, you look at George Masvidal. You look at obviously people like Nate Diaz. They just don't look like the best fighters of all time compared to like people like McGregor, because McGregor's skill level is a lot higher than theirs. But the thing is with the UFC, this is why everyone loves it. It's just you never know what will happen. You could have Bob your uncle come in and just suddenly within about 20-25 minutes become a world champion and his life's completely changed. So this is the thing with the PFL and all these other things. I want to see Conor utilizing the friendships that he's made throughout the UFC and go, do you know what? I'm at the stage now where I'm probably not going to fight you and you. So why can't we train together? Try get along. There's people out there that Conor likes in the UFC and who have been in the UFC that he could spar with, who I think could be good. Obviously, I know he said he's quite good friends with Paddy Pimblett, which is a bit skeptical nowadays because I'm not sure if they're going to fight. But obviously, there are people out there that he could look to keep sparring. I think Ian Gary is someone that he should spar a lot more often because I know they sparred a couple of months ago. Well, it might have been about a year ago now. It's been a little while since that happened, but I think that's the kind of level that he needs to get on. I think it's like an Ian Gary, people who are contenders at the moment. And if McGregor wants to come back, he needs to contend. All right, so we have Conor McGregor's training footage from the Mac Life here. So shout out to them, guys. Let's have a quick look at it. Now, this looks like a bit more of a more recent Conor McGregor. Yeah, he's looking good there. There were some clips that he looks really good there. Fantastic. That's great boxing. That's amazing boxing as well.
These are missiles, yeah. These are fucking missiles. I'm 100%. This is, yeah? We're going in here 100%. I'm going into this fight 100% Conor McGregor. Not 92. 100% Conor McGregor. So it has to be really meticulous. We were right there with the last one. As a unit, we do it, right?
This guy could really talk you into fighting for him. Like, if he's there and you're in the bar with Conor McGregor and you're like, oh, yeah, like, there's some guy over there. I mean, he could talk you into having a fight, That's the kind of level he is. He's a great talker. And I just wonder if he will come back 100% because he wants to come back 100%. And, maybe he might be rushing it. That's what we don't know. And is he rushing it? I don't know. The time that he's taken off, I hope he's not rushing it because he's had so much time. But, Conor McGregor was a really great athlete and a really great champion. Even with his politics at the moment, they tend to be, you might not like the guy for the stuff he's done, and I don't either, I can tell you that. But the fact is, he has a decent mindset when it comes to these things. I think he's a decent-ish person. I don't think he's the best person alive. Obviously, his mistakes that he's made, I think, are terrible. But, at the end of the day, everyone makes mistakes, and you can't really judge a man on that. You can only judge him on by his comeback, and that's how I see it. So, if he comes back and he's, 100%, gets his, shit together, excuse my French, but, I think, he could come back and be in a very great position. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think McGregor's going to come back or not? But personally, I think he might be trying to come back for the White House card, but I think it's just safe to say that you're not going to know for sure until Dana White says something. But, at the end of the day, if you want to keep up to Conor McGregor's updates, fight news, stuff like that, go check out our TikTok page. And if you haven't already, subscribe. And make sure to check out our shorts because they're constantly being pumped out 24/7. Any breaking news, anything to do with combat sports stuff, it is constantly coming out on there. So go check it out. And thank you very much.